We begin with a live look near South Mountain High School where students have walked out of class to protest the end of the DACA program. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Heidi Goitia. Thank you for joining us here at noon. As expected, President Trump decided to end a program known as DACA today. That program shielded an estimated 800,000 people from deportation if they were brought to the United States illegally as children. Mola Lenghi has more details from the White House, including what the president wants to happen next.
The Trump administration is canceling a program which allowed undocumented immigrants brought to America as children to stay and work legally.
The Department of Homeland Security should begin an orderly, lawful wind down, including the cancellation of the memo that authorized this program.
An estimated 800,000 DACA recipients are given work permits which last for 2 years. The administration will phase out the program by allowing current permits to expire. Requests for new permits, which have already been submitted, will be considered on a case-by-case basis.
It also denied jobs to hundreds of thousands of Americans by allowing those same illegal aliens to take those jobs.
Protesters demonstrated against the president's decision outside the White House.
For many months, he had been telling us, I love the dreamers. You remember that? He's a liar.
President Obama implemented DACA 5 years ago with an executive action, but the Trump administration argued that the program is unconstitutional, and the president is pushing Congress for legislation. The president tweeted this morning, Congress, get ready to do your job, DACA. House Speaker Paul Ryan has said something needs to be done for DACA recipients, and 18 Republicans have co-sponsored a bill from Florida Representative Carlos Curbelo that would make a version of DACA permanent. But other Republicans are considering tying a DACA fix with funding for President Trump's border wall, something that would jeopardize Democratic support. Mola Lenghi, CBS News, the White House.
Now, for people who are part of the DACA program, today's announcement throws their future into limbo. Lena DeFlorius watched the announcement with a group of dreamers in downtown Phoenix who took to the streets after that decision came down.
Dreamers and dreamer supporters shouting and chanting, not afraid, undocumented but unafraid. And these are the dreamers who were gathered in a room here in downtown to watch Attorney General Sessions announce that DACA would be winding down. And even though they expected that would be the announcement, they've been preparing for some time, reapplying for their renewals in the DACA program before it would come to an end. They were very emotional. For 30 seconds to a minute after that announcement made, silence in the room. The only sound, just tears and sniffles and hugs and sobs and looking for tissues as they were kind of dealing with the emotion that hit them once they realized that the Dreamer program would be coming to an end for them in the next several months. Take a listen to some of the response that we heard in that room.
Growing up here, I grew up saying the Pledge of Allegiance, loving the flag, loving this country. I grew up being a Boy Scout, a Cub Scout, then a Boy Scout, and like that experience, no one's going to take that away, and that's what made me feel like an American.
After the announcement was made, the Dreamers and Dreamer supporters marched down Central Avenue down to the ICE office where several of the Dreamers shared their experiences and their emotions and their response and their plan going ahead in the future. In Phoenix, Lena DeFlorius, back to you.
In spots across the country, high schoolers have walked out of class to protest this decision. This is a live look from the Penguin Air and Plumbing News Chopper. This is near South Mountain High School. Students walked out there about 30 minutes ago. Our Ryan Hare is live on the ground near South Mountain High School this afternoon in the middle of this protest. Ryan, what are they saying down there?
Hi, good morning, Heidi. You know, this group, just about 20 minutes ago, I would say a couple hundred students from South Mountain High School walked out, obviously in support of DACA and in protest of what the Attorney General and what the President decided to do this morning. This is Byron. He's a South High School student. Byron, you were telling me that a lot of your family is protected under DACA. What does today mean for you?
Today, honestly, it seems like we have no hope. Honestly, I thought we would have had a better opportunity to be here longer. Some people are blessed to be born here, and some people aren't. It might ruin a lot of families, might break a lot of families apart. It gave a lot of people different opportunities. You're able to come here, work legally for a certain amount of time as long as they want to, and then all of a sudden you got President Trump and the attorney, they said, well, we're not going to have it anymore. First, they give us a 6-month delay. I mean, I appreciate the 6-month delay, but what are we going to do after those 6 months?
What kind of success has your family had under the DACA program?
One of my family's actually been able to go to college. They've been actually able to prosper in life more than what some other people don't even get that opportunity anymore. Some people get really good scholarships, and because of they're able to get a Social Security and everything. And
Right now, you guys are walking to the Phoenix Police Department. Why?
because we're here to represent one another. We're not going to stand alone. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of people. We're here to support each other.
Yeah, thank you, Byron. I appreciate you talking to me. Excuse us for that. We apologize. But obviously, they're walking to the Phoenix Police Department. There was talk about the Phoenix police policy and school resource officers and reporting people who may be not in the country illegally. The Phoenix Police Department has updated that policy in the last couple of months. So Jerry Williams, the police chief, and others at the Phoenix PD making their effort to try to accommodate these folks. But obviously, a big blow for them today. Heidi, back to you.
A lot of emotions out there, Ryan. Thank you for that. Arizona senators both released statements on the decision this morning. Jeff Flake wrote in part, "The ball is back in Congress's court where it belongs, and there are a lot of innocent kids counting on Congress to do its job. Congress must act immediately to pass permanent standalone legislation to lawfully ensure that children who were brought here by their parents through no fault of their own are able to stay and finish their education and continue to contribute to society." And Senator John McCain wrote, "President Trump's decision to eliminate DACA is the wrong approach to immigration policy at a time when both sides of the aisle need to come together to reform our broken immigration system and secure the border. I will be working with my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to devise and pass comprehensive immigration reform, which will include the DREAM Act." By the way,